What are you so excited about? Why are you so excited? What are you so excited about? What are you so excited about? Are you excited about today's video? Yeah? Okay.
Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube. Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and today I have a very exciting collaboration. So I am collaborating with two of my amazing friends. We are the AAA girls, and the two other people other than Anya is Angie from 4F Beauty and Agelica Lyremar. And we did a collaboration last year in 2019, and we decided to call ourselves AAA because Anya, Angie, and Agelica, and also known as Angie. Sometimes we call her Angie as well. So these two ladies are amazing. Angie from 4F Beauty is a teaching channel. She works at everyone's speed, whether you are an expert at makeup or you're just a beginner. You can follow along with her tutorials. She does an amazing job. I absolutely love her. I'm in the Bitches of Eastwick with her. I've done a lot of group collabs. We've done a lot of one-on-one collabs. My favorite series that she does in collaboration with other people, including myself, is the Pick collaboration. And then Agelica Lyremar is a beautiful, beautiful woman. She is so sweet, so amazing. I love watching her videos. She's so genuine. She's very talented. Both of these ladies are so talented with makeup. And Agelica Lyremar, she also does like beauty, lifestyle, that kind of thing. And she's gorgeous. And she's just, they're both amazing. I'm lucky to have them both in my life. I have hair color on my hands. See, I slept like this. Anyhow, so please go check out both of their channels. They will be linked in the cards and in the description box down below. I cannot wait to see what their looks turn out like. So let me tell you what we're doing. So we were talking about doing another collaboration. The last one was with a Juvia's Place palette. And this time we decided to film with the Slush palette from September Rose. This has got to be one of my favorite rainbow palettes. I bought this a while back, and I actually used Angie's code because she also has a code. Now I have my own code, but I used Angie's code to get this because the second I saw it on her channel, I knew I had to have it. And September Rose, they have two other palettes, I believe, at the moment. One is called Brew, and it's a more neutral palette. Angie has a bunch of videos with that palette, and then Angie from 4F Beauty. And then also they have the Slush 2, which is an all matte version of this palette. So my code is SWEETS in all caps. It's always linked in my description box down below, along with any other codes. It's a non-affiliated code, but I absolutely, positively love this palette. I wish when they did the Slush 2, I do wish that they would have done more of a, like more shimmers, because their shimmer formula is amazing. You'll see that in a second because I've already done the shade, like we're doing a palette bingo. So I've already picked out my shades. To save time, I want you guys to be able to go and check out the other ladies. So for my shades, I got shade number 4 right here, which is called Bubblegum. I also got the shade Grape, which is this one right here. I got Blue Lagoon, which is my favorite shade in the whole palette. I got mostly shimmers, and then I got Sour Cherry, and I got Pink Lemonade. So Sour Cherry and Pink Lemonade, and then 1, 2, 3 shimmers. So I swatched them on my arm right here. So it's a very pink and purple, red. And this one, Bubblegum, it doesn't show, you'll see it when it goes on my eyes, but it's actually a duochrome shade. I love that shade. I didn't know it was a duochrome shade until I saw somebody use it. Let me get started with my eye look. So like I said, I want you guys to be able to go check out everybody's videos. So I'm just going to get started. And I wanted to, why on earth is that? Okay, we're not going to use that. I don't know what happened to my paint stick. I'm actually going to use Shape Tape as my base today because I have a lot of staining on my eyelids, as you can see. And I literally, this palette has 25 shades, and I don't know, you know, you can get any combination of shades. So I cannot wait to see what Angie and Angie get as their shades, because you can come up with some really interesting looks. Like, for instance, I'm doing 3 shimmers in my look, so I cannot wait to see what they do. And like I said, I love watching both of their channels. I think we have such an amazing small creator community. Like, I'm so lucky to be a part of this small creator community. I hardly watch any of the larger channels anymore, just because I watch all the smaller channels, and I just love it. I just love everyone in this community. So I'm going to start with the lighter pink shade, which is this one right here. And that is called Pink Lemonade. And we're just going to go in with it. So this is a Luxie brush that I got in my BoxyCharm. And I really like this brush. It's a very weird shape. At first I was like, is that a crease brush? Is that a, you know, flat shader brush? Like, what is it? And it says large shader, but I think that it's really good for, if you go up too high, you can use like a lighter shade to take that away, or it just blends out stuff really nicely. So I want to do something, I want to try something different. I want to do something different. So that's what we're going to do today. So you will see what we're going to do. When I got the color store, I was like, this could be really good or really bad. Because, I mean, I've done an all shimmer look before, so that doesn't bother me. But it's just interesting colors, because we have like a burgundy red, a pink, a purple shimmer, a turquoise shimmer, and a duochrome. So it's a really interesting color story. And I'm going to take that kind of out on both sides. Trust the process. I know it'll look crazy at first, but we're just going to go with it. And I am blending out the edges a little bit. I've said this before, but I feel like, not for you guys, but for people that sometimes stop by, I feel like I need to say, like, I do prefer on myself sharper edges, harsher lines, stuff like that. So it's not that I don't know how to blend, it's that I prefer not to. And that's just the way I like to do my makeup. So I am taking the duochrome shade, and it's hard, it's weird. Like right now when I'm putting it on my brow bone and kind of up against that pink to blend it out, I feel like it's not really showing up as a duochrome as much. But if I were to put it up against a pink, I mean a purple or a blue, because that's the colors that it kind of reflects, that's when you really can see the duochromeness come out. It's not a strong duochrome. It's not as strong as some of the ones that I have, but I know this palette means a lot to Angie, because if I'm not mistaken, this was her first code that she ever got with a brand, and it's always amazing when brands support smaller creators, and I love it. So I think September Rose is a really cool brand for doing that. So all right, so now we're going to go back into this brush. I'm just going to wipe off any pigment that was left, because I just want to kind of blend those two shades together. Another thing that I love to do is I love to go all the way up to the brow bone. So if you don't like that, then don't do that. Take it down lower. But I just really like very dramatic looks, and I want, when my eyes are open, I want to be able to see all the shades. So that's how I like to do it. Okay, so now I'm going to take a fluffier brush. I think I'm going to take this really fluffy brush from This one I got from Blush Tribe, I believe. And I'm going to go into Sour Cherry, which is, let me figure out how to hold this shade right here. I love this shade. When I first got this palette, I'm not going to lie, I wasn't sure about it, only because these shades are so incredibly pigmented that I found them to be a little bit difficult to work with, which I'd never experienced before, because I've worked with pigments and, you know, the most pigmented shades on the planet. But these are just, you don't have to double dip if you don't want to, and they're just beautiful. But at first I was a little bit nervous about that. So I'm going to do a half cut crease. Originally I was going to do a full cut crease, so when I said that I was going to do something a little bit different, I am going to do a full cut crease, but I think I'm going to do it for a Valentine's Day look that I'm doing. And I don't want, it's with similar shades, so I don't want to, like, you know, do the look twice or whatever. So now I'm just really blending that out. But I guess it is going to be different because it's going to be a little bit more blended than what you're used to from me. So let me know down below if you have ever used this palette, if you own this palette. If you do you love it? And have you been thinking about getting it maybe? I highly recommend it. If you don't have a lot of, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer to cut my crease. If you don't have a lot of like colorful palettes or rainbow palettes, I do recommend it. Oh my goodness, I have a hair on my eye and I can't get rid of it. Okay, so now this is my favorite way to cut the crease because it's so simple. I got these paint brushes off of Amazon. It's a very thin, you can use a lip brush as well, but I literally just take that, draw a line, and then fill it in. It is so fast. You can also do the looking up, you know, in order to figure out where you want to cut it. But I like to cut it probably higher than some people because, I mean, I could do like this where you draw on the bottom and then you look up and then it leaves that line. But I like to take it up even a little bit higher than that just because I don't know, I like my whole, I just like impactful looks, and I like them to be really bold. I like them to go all the way up to the brow bone. I want to be able to see every color, if possible, when my eyes are open. So that's just the way it is. And that's the beauty of makeup, is there are no rules. I remember one time in the comment section of Angie's video, I saw that somebody had been like, somebody had asked like, do you go to the grocery store wearing those, like, you know, bold looks that you do? And I remember Angie being like, you're darn right I do, you know. And I love listening to both of these ladies speak too, by the way. They both have very soothing voices with accents that I love to listen to. So anyhow, but I remember Angie was like, yep, I sure do. And I'm the same way. I went to, the reason my eyelids were stained was because I went to an appointment earlier in the day and I had like a bright, like fuchsia-y type of look with purple. And that's just what I went to the doctor with. Sometimes I go with no makeup. I mean, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I don't wear makeup. So we didn't need to take it out that far because I'm not doing a full cut crease. But if I'm being completely honest, which I always am, but I don't wear makeup more than I wear makeup, because when I don't film, like how do I say this? If I'm going to sit down and do my makeup, most of the time I'm going to film it, because why not? So, yeah, so that's just the way it is. And I go out a lot with like very bold looks. So I did not get enough glitter glue. We're going in with the Too Faced, I just dropped my liner, with the Too Faced glitter glue, only because it's here. And the last time I filmed, I dropped my NYX glitter glue into the abyss, and I still haven't found it. So I'm just going to go over the Anastasia eyeshadow primer with this glitter glue. I really should start using my Anastasia adhesive, because I do like that one. I took way too much glitter glue. That's okay, we can use some for the lower lash line. But yeah, I have a full bottle of the Anastasia adhesive, and I keep forgetting that I have it, but I really do like it. And it's easier because you could just brush it on real quick. Okay, so we're gonna start with the shade Blue Lagoon, which is literally, it's this shade right here, and it is, there's the glitter glue, it is my favorite shade in this palette. But I'm gonna start with that. And the reason that I cut the crease was mainly because of the fact that this blue and the red, I mean, they probably would have just created purple, but you never know. And I actually have a dip in this shade. I might hit pan on it. You never know. But I kind of wanted to separate the colors more. I haven't decided how far in I want to go, because I want to put the purple shimmer next to it. And I want to put the duochrome on the lid as well. And kind of in the inner corner. This shade, this turquoisey shade, is one of my favorite types of shades to wear. I absolutely love it. I just got a package today from JD Glow Cosmetics. I got some of their multi-chromes, but I'm sad because one of them is wrong. Like, or not wrong, one of them is missing, like one of the shades that I ordered. So I reached out to them. They got back to me right away. And I just have to send my packing slip number thingy to them, and they're gonna send me out the one that I'm missing. But it's one of the ones I was the most excited about. Although I have to say, does anybody here own, anybody here? No. Anybody watching, do you guys own the JD Glow? Now that I separated it, now I'm blending it, and it is creating a pretty, like, almost purpley color. Do you own the JD Glow multi-chromes? And if so, do you think that they're true multi-chromes? Because, I don't know, so far from what I can see, now I don't want to jump the gun, but I'm taking the pink and I'm going back around a little bit. I just feel like multi-chrome is a little bit generous of a term from what I can tell so far, but I haven't put them on the eyes yet. But that's why I wanted to ask, like, if anybody else has had that same thought, because multi-chrome means like more than two, because it would just be a duochrome if it was just two. So, and they're definitely gorgeous. But I don't know if they're multi-chrome. I'm gonna have to try them on my eyes very, very soon. Okay, so now we're gonna go into Grape, which is that beautiful shade of purple. It's probably my second favorite color in the palette. I wish they would come out with an all shimmer palette. And I'm sure then somebody would complain that there are no mattes. We can come out with all matte palettes and nobody complains. But if somebody were to come out with an all shimmer palette, I think lots of people would complain. But maybe not. I wanted Jeffree Star to come out with that middle row in the Thirsty palette, the Shimmer, Glimmer, whatever formula. Like, I wanted him to come out with a palette just with every shade you could think of that. Okay, so now I'm going to take that multi-chrome. No, this is definitely a duochrome. I'm going to take the duochrome shade and I'm just going to put that over top of the purple, and it's just going to make it a little bit lighter. Then we're going to go off camera and do my base, and then I will be back to finish up the eyes. Okay, I'm back. Base is on. I used the Venus ColourPop gel liner, which is the red, in my waterline, and then I took some of the glitter glue on this little brush and I put it underneath so that because I want to use the Blue Lagoon shade on my lower lash line, and since that's a shimmer, I figured using a glitter glue would probably be a good idea, just to make it pop even more than it already does. These shades really don't need glitter glue, but you guys know that I love using a glitter glue anytime that I use a shimmer. So, and then I think I will put some of the red shade on the very outer portion, and if it creates somewhat of a purple, that's okay. It's kind of just deepening it up. Well, I don't know. Okay, so now the other side. I mean, the glitter glue definitely did make it pop. There is no question about that. I used my Kaleidos highlighters. I've pretty much been using almost only those lately, just because I love them so much, just like I love their palettes. And then I have been loving the Gigi Gorgeous bronzer and blush that I bought in Mercari last year, well, the end of last year, and just started using. I will literally buy any release that she comes out with just to give it a shot. I'm using that bubblegum shade as my inner corner highlight, because I love those products. I think this is the blush, the little peachy blush, and then the bronzer is, I think there's only one shade, but it's like the perfect, I don't know, I love it. I use it, I don't really contour that much, but I kind of use it as like a duo contour and bronze. So I know they're two different things, but I don't really contour. And then I use my CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara and my Maybelline Falsies. I mixed it together. So I can't decide if I want to I could go really bold on the lips, which I picked out Starfish from Menagerie Cosmetics, and I really love the idea of that. Or I could go with like a nudie lip. I'm gonna go all in. We're gonna go with the colorful lip, because that's what Angie would do, and she's one of my partners in crime today. So just gonna, you know, I think my skin looks so much better today, and I figured out why. I had not been liking my foundation the past couple times I've done my makeup, and it's because, unfortunately for me, now don't get me wrong, I love the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream as like a night cream. Sorry, I can't talk at the moment. But I heard a lot of people saying that, like people like on YouTube saying, you know, like the larger influencers pretty much saying that, oh, it's a great primer. I think it depends on your skin tone. You can't talk in definites like that. Like, you can say what works for you. But for me, it makes my skin way too moisturized, and it was making my foundation and powder look really not tacky, cakey. And it was making it so that I felt like even no matter how much powder I put on, I felt like my foundation was never dry, like never setting. And it just looked really cakey and weird. And today is the first time I haven't used it as my primer, or put it on before doing my makeup, and I'm back to liking the way my foundation looks. So I definitely won't be using that anymore. I'll be using it as like a night cream, but I won't be using it anymore as my makeup primer. So I could leave this like this, but I'm me. So we're going to go in with a glitter liner. I have to use this. I got this from Urban Decay. It is the Disco Daydream holographic glitter liner. So this is what the look looks like without any glitter liner. And we did not discuss using, you know, other products or whatever, but I just want to, so that's why I'm showing you what it looks like before. And I'm literally just doing like a little line in the crease. It probably won't even add that much on camera, but I'll know it's there. And I love it. It is so beautiful. So I have it in the glitter gel, and I also have it now, like you're seeing me put on, in the liner. And I'm going to have to use it with a different color combination, but you can most definitely see the holographicness, the rainbowness of the liner, like in person. So actually, let me wipe off that little brush because it's getting red from the eyeshadow. But we're going to use this in a different look. I just kind of wanted to see what it looked like on the eye, but this is gorgeous. And I just got a couple more of their liners as well. So I love the Urban Decay glitter liners. I tried buying a glitter liner set on, not Shop Miss A, what's the other one? Oh my, AliExpress. And it just was, I mean, they work like they're glitter, but with those, if you put too much on, then you can automatically tell that you've put too much on, and they start to flake and they start to get cakey. But with the Urban Decay ones, it's like you can just keep layering and layering and layering, and they still look great. So anyhow, thank you to Angie from 4F Beauty and Agelica Lyremar for doing this collaboration with me. I'm so lucky to have you guys as friends. Please go check out their channels, subscribe, let them know that I sent you, and show them some love because they definitely deserve it. And I cannot wait to see their looks. While you guys are watching this, as always, I will be watching them. And until next time, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.